Hello. Welcome to the Goods. I know that you have been looking at us wearing our Fly Goods podcast gear and wondering where can we get those. Well, guess what? We have the answers for you. We have it here, Teespring. Go to Teespring and you will find all of this glorious merchandising, from t-shirts to mugs to, well, there's other toys, but we can't talk about that now. Go to Teespring, enjoy our memorabilia. And we're back off Flash.
No substance.
So today's top 5 is the top 5 movies in space.
Movies in space.
Movies in space.
That
Now,
is so vague.
it was very vague. Now, originally it was going to be space flight movies, since we did our flight, and we had some comments on our Twitter feed about
Technically, you can't fly in space. You're just
flight
kind of
movies.
floating.
But exactly, it's like I don't. Anyway, so we just wanted to go ahead and just talk about movies in space. Now, there are a lot. We were doing prep, and we were like, "Damn, that's a lot of freaking movies in space."
A whole lot. So you're gonna get 2 space-themed top 5s coming soon.
Now, obviously, Star Wars and Star Trek pretty much run space when you're talking about film, but we are not gonna really go. They're a whole other level.
Yeah, I mean that's the top 5 list by themselves.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't want to go and recognize Star Wars and Star Trek because they are global phenomena.
Star Trek has what, like 10 movies by itself, and Star Wars.
Not to mention series.
Star Wars has what, like 15 now?
Plus series.
Yeah.
They both have a lot of movies and series. So let's start giving some love to the lesser known properties, okay? That actually made an impact on both of us. So Terrence,
the other movies that happen in space.
go first.
All right, so space movies. So I kept it to the majority of the movie had to be in space. It had to be in space. Not that like, hey, we kind of perused space for a minute and then landed someplace and the rest of the movie was there. So no John Carter from Mars for me or anything like that. So all right, so
They're in space.
Earth's in space.
Okay, cool. All right. That's a good point.
The Earth's in space.
That's a good point.
We're all in space. Any movie that takes place is a space movie. You had to be physically in space. All right. Number 5. All right, number 5. This one, look, go ahead, start typing that. Click, 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 click. It's Aliens. You know why? Because I didn't see that much space. It was 90% of the movie was on the damn ship, and that's all I really got to see.
Aliens or Alien?
Oh, I'm sorry. Aliens was on the on the planet. What's the name of the damn planet?
I don't remember.
It had the LZ something.
LV4.
Yeah, there you go. It was mostly on the planet in a damn space station, so you didn't get to see a lot of space. You got to see the space when they were getting there, but then she was in a space station where she lived, or in the little place on Earth, and it was like it wasn't a lot of in space. So, but did technically take place in space. They were in space for a while, and it was kind of a planet, but kind of an asteroid type deal. So I let it slide with that.
Okay. All right.
But it's a great movie. It's a fun movie. It's the best of the Aliens films.
I'm just confused of why you would put it at 5.
Because it's not that much in space.
Okay.
It's not that much in space.
Okay. All right.
If it'd been more in space, it'd be higher.
Number 4.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's just not that much in space. Number 4. I went with Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest. Okay. The Star Trek movie that's not the Star Trek movie.
Star Trek.
Exactly.
It's like a flea market Star Trek.
Like, look, Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver.
Going back to Alien there.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. She's 2 of my movies here. I love me some Sigourney Weaver. Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver. It was a great way to have a fun look at Star Trek. And the simple fact of what it would like, kind of like Last Starfighter, where what we think is nothing to where like maybe the rest of the universe is something bigger. So for them in Galaxy Quest, there was a TV show that like the TV waves and stuff went out into space, so an alien race picked it up and thought it was real life.
So it was the Three Amigos.
Yeah, it was. It was the three. Yeah, it was the Three Amigos.
It was the Three Amigos.
I like to say Last Starfighter with the video game if you haven't seen Last Starfighter, because I'm old. But yeah, there was like, so it was a great fun way to kind of look at like, hey, what would Star Trek be if they didn't take itself so seriously? Okay. And it was like all of these little gadgets that we do and these big powerful ships, and it's like going out into space and saving these alien race. What if it was kind of a comedy? I kind of wish, well, I guess they kind of do it on what's the one with McFarlane?
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's
Oh my god.
I watched like 2 seasons of it and I can't think of it right now and I need to get back on it because I think they just announced season 3.
My god. It's the last season, by the way.
Yeah, so that show, I feel like it followed what Galaxy Quest was. It's
Okay.
like let me give you Star Trek, but let's not take ourselves so seriously. And it was like the comedy in this movie was amazing.
The Orville.
The Orville.
That's
The
right.
Orville. So if you see the Orville, you definitely need to take a look at seeing Galaxy Quest. It's greatly cast, and it's like you'll have a great time from beginning to end. Obviously, it's a little dated, but like you will enjoy it as opposed to like, hey, I'm a big fan of Star Trek. What if we took all of those same characters and we actually put them in an Enterprise and sent them off into space?
Okay.
All right. Number 3.
Number 3.
All right, number 3, getting more in space. Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers.
Starship
They were on a
Troopers.
planet too.
They were on a planet, but they were in space too. There were space battles in this movie. There were space battles in this movie. They went from planet to planet in
not hating
space.
on it.
In space, and there were space battles. So I will give them this in this particular situation.
Okay.
And this was
I can't be mad at you because
All right, look,
it
Starship.
might not made it my list.
This is we told us like it's like you have to stop. What do we call it?
Remote drop.
The remote drop. This is my remote drop.
Yes, it is. I
this
lived with them
and
3
Quick-
years. I don't know how many times I've seen Starship Troopers.
This and Quick and the Dead are my remote drop movies. So
Quick
much
and the
my
Dead, really?
Yeah, I love Quick and the Dead. I don't know why.
Mine's Few Good Men.
It could be because of Leo and Sharon Stone in this movie, and Gene Hackman. Why aren't I not talking about the movie I'm supposed to be talking about?
I know.
But Casper Van Dien in this
I
movie.
kind of want to talk some more about Quick and the Dead.
Casper
How
Van Dien.
about Denise Richards, baby?
Denise Richards is in
Denise
this movie.
Richards is in this
and
movie.
Mr. White Castle himself.
Yeah. MPH.
Neil Patrick Harris. Thank you. Look, this is a great film. You've seen them all young, and this seemed like this was going to be the film that kind of blew up everybody's career. I don't know what happened with Casper Van Dien.
Hey,
he just kind of fell off right there.
He still came out in later sequels.
Yeah, I mean, but we were supposed to see more out of him.
This is very true.
And then Denise Richards had some success, and then obviously Neil Patrick Harris had major success after this film. But this is a great film. If you like shoot up some aliens and stuff like that with laser weapons and real big over-the-top fight scenes, this is your movie. And it's like, and it basically is about as brutal as RoboCop is because it's the same damn director.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's brutal as RoboCop and is action-paced as any movie that you can think of. So it's like you definitely want to do it. And I feel like that this movie never really slows down until it gets to the one moment where they make you feel bad for the one character.
It was fun. It's a fun movie to watch.
It's a definitely fun movie. Yeah, you can't take it too serious. You just have to just sit back and enjoy and just like, wow, this is cool. This is cool.
All right.
I can't wait till they do a remake of this movie because eventually it's going to come. All right, number 2.
Number 2.
All right, so here we go. We're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to get deep into space. We're going to go Interstellar.
Okay.
I love Interstellar, even with McConaughey.
I heard that this is one of the most it makes smart people feel dumb.
Only when they get to the 4th dimension. Only when they get to the 4th dimension and how they explain the 4th dimension, I was like, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. But the movie is really great, and it talks about like time dilation. When you move faster, and this is the thing they brought up in Lightyear too. So when they brought it up in Lightyear, I was like, yeah, Interstellar. Y'all got that from Interstellar. But you seeing how much a man has to sacrifice with his own family, even though he don't really care about part of his family, he only cares about his daughter. How much he would sacrifice in order to try to save the world. And who's the younger Liv Tyler?
Anne Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway, thank you. She looks like Liv Tyler. They should put them side to side. They should do a movie together. But Anne Hathaway's in this movie. It's like this movie's a really, really good movie. And if you're a big sci-fi person, it's like you'll get, because Nolan really wanted to make sure that the science made sense in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Still don't believe the fourth dimension thing. But he really wanted to make sure that the science was right in it. And it's like, so if you're a big science person, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And it's like, and when they do give you action, it is like, wow, especially when they go to one of the planets and stuff like that through space. Definitely see this movie, but do have time to see it because it is a long movie. And
it is very long, yes.
Hopefully you love your daughter and not your son, because then you will really get mad about part of this movie.
Number one.
All right. Fully in space. Gravity.
Gravity. Okay.
Gravity. Look, that is a great movie with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. Got the name right, and I didn't think too long about it.
Well, at least you didn't say Bat Nips.
Look, the simple fact that she had to talk to herself for the majority of the damn movie. We had to sit there and basically record by herself. It's like she did such a great job showing her fear and her anxiety of what she's gonna do and solving problems. Like, this is a movie that she doesn't get. I mean, she got credit for because she got an Oscar for this, right?
Nomination maybe?
I thought she won.
Did she win for this one?
I thought she did.
No, she won for The Blind Side.
Oh, all right, but it was up there.
Okay.
So, or the movie won something. I'll put it up here. There you go. So,
Even though you're not gonna do it,
I might not. Look it up. But the movie itself is a great movie. She doesn't get enough credit for this movie. It was like, we talk about a ton of Sandra Bullock movies. This, if I had to suggest a movie about that Sandra Bullock is definitely starring in, this would not be. This would be my movie, and it wouldn't be Blindside. This would be the movie I would go to first.
Okay, well, is that it?
I hate movies where, like, oh, the white people come save us. I want to see her on her own.
Okay, so
yes, that is my top.
Okay, so my number 5 is also Gravity. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue this. Okay, basically this is Castaway in Space.
It is Castaway in Space.
It is Castaway in Space, and you are absolutely spot
Would have been
on.
better if they had cast Tom Cruise.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Tom
sorry.
Hanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all damn. Down
I
there.
missed this.
Now I'm up here.
So that's why he was like that,
And when
that thing you do, and he was like, I got to jump on this Elvis thing. I already missed Gravity.
Anyway, so damn, you got me saying Tom Hanks. So, Sandra Bullock, like you said, she carries this whole movie. She does really, really freaking solid acting in this movie.
Yes.
And, Clooney is more of a bit player in this.
Yeah, no,
And it sucks that,
And they used him in a marketing to sell this movie, and he's barely in this movie.
And we lose him really early.
Yeah.
But it's still, they Seagal this an executive decision they did that to Clooney. But yeah,
They
Bullock,
sprinkled this.
yeah, but Bullock knocked it out of the park. And when we put her in our Goodies Hall of Fame in our Lifetime Achievement,
Yeah.
we talked about that too.
about this.
And one of the things that was real good about it too was how much she had to depend on pretty much everything around her, just like Tom Hanks did, and then play off of that. And she was flawless in that movie. And also very smart when it came to her finances, because she made like $60 million off this. So just on the freaking box office. So badass, Sandra, you're freaking awesome, Sandy. All right, number 4. Number 4 is The Fifth Element. I don't care what you say.
Barely in space.
It was in space.
I don't remember a space scene. I remember some flying cars, but I don't remember space.
To me, it was space.
Okay, it was flying cars or space.
Exactly.
You might as well put Back to the Future. Back to the Future is number 3.
Number 3, no. But man, Bruce Willis is in it. Freaking Mila Jovovich. Freaking, you got Chris Tucker in it, and you got Gary Oldman. It's set in the future. It's like a really colorful movie, beautifully shot. I thought.
No, definitely. It's I want to see the Prince cut.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
I want to see the Prince cut. I want to see what this movie looked like with Prince instead of Chris Tucker.
All right, number 3. Number 3 is Apollo 13.
Okay,
So you wanted Tom Hanks in space?
There you go, Tom Hanks in space.
There you go.
So he's like, I'm still upset about that Gravity though.
Yeah, I couldn't beat Gravity, but you know what? I was at Apollo 13.
Apollo
Houston,
13.
we have a problem.
Hey, one of the most quotable lines. That they
Absolutely, and he was great. But you know what? You got him, you got Bacon, you got Bill Paxton, the late great Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton was
in
name.
this. So yeah, he didn't say game over though. That's
It's game over, man.
It's game over, man. Freaking Apollo 13, we're out. But great acting in that movie. Ron Howard directed this film. I want to say that this was Tom Hanks's movie after he did Forrest Gump, and pretty good bounce back there. Not really bounce back, but pretty good follow up. There you go to Forrest Gump. So he was phenomenal in that movie. So that's my number 3. Number 2.
It pre or post that thing you do? Sorry, it's a running joke.
That's still your freaking head. All right, am I number 2? Okay, I'm going back and forth on this.
All right.
But I am gonna stick with this one, and that's Event Horizon.
Okay, I mean, it's all in space.
It's all in
They're on a
space.
ship traveling to space to get to the event horizon of a black hole.
But damn it, man, the freaking just Sam Neill is amazing in this movie. Fishburne's awesome in this movie, and we've said this multiple times because we've talked about Event Horizon a lot.
Oh yeah,
and
it's probably like 3 or 4 different movies.
Yeah, it is. It really is, and and
it's the Departed of horror movies.
It is,
and
Heat,
space movies.
And Heat,
it's the heat of space movies.
But more nowhere than that. Horror, from the horror element, because it's a lot like Hellraiser. It's basically Hellraiser in space, but it's better than Hellraiser Bloodlines. So,
why did Hellraiser Bloodlines follow Event Horizon?
Or better yet, why wasn't this Hellraiser Bloodlines? But oh my god, the special effects, the makeup on this, I mean, it would just make Clive Barker happy as
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was just absolutely stunning as far as the horror elements
Yeah,
of this
whoever
whole
did it
movie.
was a big
So
fan of Clive Barker.
this was freaking awesome movie. If you have not seen Event Horizon, you got to see Event Horizon. Number one.
Number one.
My number one is May the Schwartz be with you.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. That's right.
I don't know how I forgot this movie.
Number one is Spaceballs. You know what? Star Wars can't be in it. Star Trek can't be in it. Guess what? Spaceballs is going to be in it.
You know, I definitely give you one. If I put Galaxy Quest as being a knockoff of Star Trek, then you can put Spaceballs in being a knockoff of Star Wars.
Exactly. But I mean, come on, it's Mel Brooks.
Yes.
You know, you got freaking the greats. You know, the goats here. You got freaking Rick Moranis, John
Yes.
Candy. You got freaking Mel Brooks.
I just need them to
Joan
do a remake of
Rivers.
it. I need them to do a sequel. They don't have to do a remake, just do a sequel.
I just need the Schwartz Awakens because freaking Mel Brooks is getting old.
Yes.
He's getting old. He's in his 90s now.
Yes.
You know, he might not be able to direct it, but damn it, he can still be yogurt. Man. So yes,
Yeah.
we need the Schwartz Awakens.
All we got to do is have him do the voice. We can just basically just like CGI him like they've done in a ton of other versions of Star Wars in the sequel trilogy.
Is Pullman still with us, right?
Yeah, no, he's still-
yeah.
yeah,
So
he's
Pullman's
still
still because Candy's not with us.
He's no longer the president though.
Yeah, he's not the president anymore. But Candy's not with us. Joan Rivers isn't
Yeah.
with us. So we'll have some replacements there. But
I mean,
we'll need the BB-8 for this one. You know?
yeah. I mean, they can make it a smaller movie and stuff like that. So we just focus on a couple of characters and we can just kind of
Yeah, we need
write good stories as far as what happened to them. But
So it'll be General Vespa.
yeah,
Instead
there
of
you go.
Princess
There you
Vespa.
go.
Yeah, see, there's like so many things you can do, right? All right.
Mel Brooks, get on this already.
Get on
Jeez.
this. Schwartz Awakens. Let's do
Everybody's
this.
gonna be gone by the time you get
The
around to
Schwartz
this movie.
Awakens.
Trust me, they're waiting to give you money to do this movie.
Terrence?
All right.
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. So the stuff I didn't mention. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Didn't put it on my list because it didn't get good till they got to space. All the beginning was too long, too boring.
So that was a Kubrick film.
Yes.
And but you have to admit that the music was money.
Yes, no, definitely. And it's like it didn't get.
It's iconic, by the way.
It didn't get good till they got to space. This movie is 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I had to sit through an hour of Caveman.
That's very true.
Very upset about that. I don't care about the monoliths. Whatever. Anyway, other thing I have on here, Flash Gordon.
Gordon, of course.
Yeah.
Is that too mean?
Yeah, Flash Gordon. He took a space ride to get over to was Ming's palace and stuff like that. And it's like, was it a planet or was it just a palace in space?
No, it was a planet, wasn't it? I could find it was a planet.
I don't know. I saw Flash Gordon a long time ago. I actually remember more of Defenders of the Earth than I actually do remember of Flash Gordon the movie.
Didn't we meet him? Did we meet Sam? Did we meet
Yeah,
him?
he was at one of the conventions. I don't remember us talking to him though.
No, we met Sorbo. That's who we met.
Oh, Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we met Kevin Sorbo. Cool
Yeah,
dude.
no,
Cool
we
dude.
met Kevin Sorbo. All right, so also I have one here. I have Sunshine, the knockoff to it's the knockoff of the Hellraiser knockoff.
What?
Event Horizon is the Hellraiser knockoff, and Sunshine is the knockoff of Event Horizon. So it's the knockoff of the knockoff. No, look, if you haven't seen Sunshine, it's a really good movie starring Chris Evans, where like the son is about to die, and they have to go deliver like this nuclear payload on the sun, and it's a one-way trip. So we have to fly. You can't fly in space, but they have to travel to space to drop this thing off. But as they get closer, one of them gets, I forget what they call like some of this. He gets like obsessed with the sunlight, and like he stares directly into the sun from like the windows. It starts burning off his skin. He ends up looking like Sam Neill looks in Event Horizon when they get closer to the Event Horizon.
Oh wow.
Where like he's the same thing. His characters become completely insane, and he tries to sabotage the whole ship, and he just wants to just crash into the sun. He doesn't want to do anything that they came to do. So
Wow, that's Chris Evans that does
yeah,
that?
No, not Chris Evans. I forget the guy who plays the villain in it, but it's like the whole thing is to make sure that they deliver the payload, so that way they can try to jumpstart the sun.
I'm gonna have to put that on my list.
It's a really good movie if you haven't seen it already. I was flirting with putting it in my top 5, but it didn't quite make it. Also, Airplane 2. Because if I put Airplane in my other movies, we got to do the movie that's basically the same movie as the first one, but in space.
Yeah.
It's the same movie, but in space.
But it's hilarious. It's just as hilarious.
It's just as hilarious.
Yes, it is.
Same jokes, but in space.
Exactly. That it?
That's it. That's my honorable mention.
Wow. Okay. I can't believe you brought it up and you didn't even put it in your
Oh, I
honorable
did put
mentions.
Total Recall on my honorable mentions. I forgot about that one.
But The Last Starfighter.
Oh yeah, Lost Starfighter. I mean, that's completely in space.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as he gets picked, he's in space. That movie went from it balances the whole thing of being a space action film and a comedy at the same time.
Yeah, but you get and the fish out of water, that whole element. But you have this guy is
where's a remake on this movie?
He plays the video game of The Last Starfighter, right?
Yeah.
And he's
always getting high scores.
Yeah, he's getting a high score. He's like the best at it. So like Terrence said, as far as like Galaxy Quest, the aliens see this and they need him to really be the last Starfighter. So they take him and they start.
They're like, hey, look, the scores you've been putting up.
Yeah.
This was a test.
We need you.
We need you to sit out here and fight off this whole army. And it's like because you did it in a video game, so you could do this in real life.
Exactly.
That's like so. That was such a cool thing with that movie. And this is another movie they talked about. They've been flirting around in Hollywood about it. They were going to do a remake.
Give me that.
And we got Jumanji 2.
Get me a legacy sequel. I need Lance Guest back. Let's do it.
Yeah, if we get Jumanji 2 and that's based on a video game, dude, you can give me Last Starfighter. It would be way better. Oh no, it's called Ender's Game.
Is that what that is?
It's called Ender's Game.
Oh, damn.
It's
All right.
Ender's Game.
Armageddon.
Yeah, it took place in space. Jeez.
Flight of the Navigator.
It's like this old Disney film, and I was like, I remember it came on.
It's a good movie.
I remember it came on TV when I was a kid and stuff like that, but I wasn't really that into it.
It was a good movie. Enemy Mine. It's Lou Gossett.
That is a good one.
Lou Gossett and freaking
that is a good one.
Dennis Quaid, man. That's a good movie.
That's a great movie. I do remember. I seen it quite a bit when I was young too, and I was like, that is a great one. I really did forget about Enemy Mine.
I also had Galaxy Quest. I had Space Camp.
Space Camp.
Yeah, Space Camp. They're like all these like junior cadets. Like they're going kind of like they're going to a space camp. Yeah. Okay. And they accidentally. Joaquin Phoenix actually when he's known as Leaf Phoenix, right? Huh. So he has a little robot Jinx, and I guess the robot listens to him saying, "I wish I was in space." So the robot goes and he basically bypasses a simulation and actually launches them to space. So they're in space, and yeah, Kelly Preston's in it, Kate Capshaw's in it, freaking Lamar from freaking Nerds is in it.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. That was a good movie, man.
I'm trying to think about this movie. I was like, no, I don't know.
Yeah, Leah Thompson, Kelly Preston.
Never seen.
Anyway.
Never seen.
Didn't make it to Detroit.
No, I didn't make it to Detroit. You're like, nobody in the hood going into space.
All right,
That's why your mama's astronaut.
I also had 2001. 2001 Space Odyssey had that one. The prequel to Venom, Life.
Oh yeah,
had that one. And of course, I'm gonna give love to Lightyear. All right, there you go. Lightyear. Honorable mention for space movies.
Look, for people who don't like Lightyear, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Go see it. Just taper back your expectations.
Terrence, take us home.
All right, guys. So this was a very, very tough top 5. So I know the comments are going to be vastly different as far as people are going to have on their top 5 list. We gave you quite a few honorable mentions for you to guys come up with something different than what we have on our top 5 list. But definitely put it together so that way we can take a look and have a conversation with you guys about it. But if this is the first time that you're on the channel, make sure you subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other things that we do here. I think that's it, Connor.
Okay, so I know that there's going to be a lot of you guys that are going to be talking about what we've left off.
Yes.
So because of that, we are actually going to do a show that is Alien Attacks. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the titles that were not on here that you would think they should be on here will probably be on the Alien Attack top 5 that'll come out pretty soon.
Yeah, and they weren't in space.
Some of them were not in space. Some of them were in space. Anyway. For Aspen, Art, and Carla, wherever they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
We'll see you next time.
Real quick, if you're still here, because we do these into the video little blooper things. If you're still here, look down. There's a link here for Patreon. If you guys like the show, please give us money. Give us money. We'll take a penny. We'll take a nickel. We'll take a dime. We'll take $1. We have some stuff on there that we're giving away on Patreon if you do contribute, because trust me, we need help. We need help. We want to buy new equipment, and we need an editor. Somebody who doesn't have to stay up in the middle of the night. Or they don't have to stay up in the middle, but I won't have to do it. So please, down patreon.com/thegoods. It's in the link. Please do it. We appreciate it.